Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today we are diving headfirst into a topic that has been keeping me up at night ever since the 2026 World Cup was announced. We are talking about the absolute drama, the potential chaos, the sheer headache of travel. Restrictions leading up to what should be the most incredible global football spectacle we have ever seen. Imagine this scenario for a second. You have saved up for years, you have booked your flights, your tickets are confirmed for the biggest tournament in the world, and then bam, you hit a wall of bureaucracy that could crush your dreams. That is the nightmare we are going to explore today. The 2026 World Cup is monumental for so many reasons. It is the first time three nations will co-host. The United States, Canada and Mexico are opening their doors to the world. It is also expanding to 48 teams, which means more matches, more fans, and an unprecedented level of international movement. This expansion, this multinational hosting, should be a cause for pure celebration, a global party like no other. But beneath all that excitement, there is a simmering concern about how we are actually going to get everyone there. I am personally incredibly hyped for this World Cup. I have been dreaming of attending one on North American soil my whole life. But as someone who travels a lot, I cannot help but think about the practicalities, the potential pitfalls that could turn this dream into a logistical nightmare for millions of fans. We are talking about everything from visa hurdles to health screenings to the sheer complexity of crossing multiple international borders, all for the love of the game. It is a massive undertaking, and the travel restrictions drama is a very real shadow looming over it all. Let us start by understanding why 2026 is inherently more complicated than previous World Cups from a travel perspective. Unlike Germany 2006 or Brazil 2014, where you largely dealt with one nation's entry requirements, this time you are potentially navigating three distinct sets of rules. Picture a fan wanting to follow their team from a group stage match in Mexico City to a knockout game in Dallas and then to a quarter-final in Vancouver. That is three different countries, each with its own sovereign border control and immigration policies. It is not just about getting into one country anymore, it is about seamlessly moving between three of them. Historically, travel restrictions have always been a part of major international events, but they have evolved dramatically over the years. Think back to the post-9/11 era, when airport security became incredibly stringent and visa processes tightened globally. Then we had the unprecedented global shutdown of the COVID-19 pandemic, which completely reshaped our understanding of border control and public health measures. These past events have left lasting legacies on how nations manage their borders and how they might approach a massive influx of international visitors for an event like the World Cup. So what kinds of travel restrictions are we talking about specifically? Well, the most obvious one is visa requirements, and this is where things get really intricate. For example, many nationalities require a visa to enter the United States, while others can use the electronic system for travel authorization, or ESTA. Canada has its own electronic travel authorization, or ETA, system for visa-exempt visitors, and Mexico has its own set of visa agreements with various countries. A fan from a country that needs a visa for all three hosts could face a triple application process, each with its own forms, fees, and waiting times. Then there is the issue of health screenings and mandates, which could resurface depending on the global health landscape. While the peak of the pandemic is hopefully behind us, the precedent has been set for requiring vaccinations or negative tests for international travel, especially for large gatherings. Imagine a scenario where a new variant emerges or a different public health concern prompts one or all of the host nations to implement temporary health checks or entry requirements. This could throw a massive wrench into carefully laid travel plans at the last minute. Security protocols are another major factor that will undoubtedly be heightened for the World Cup. We can expect enhanced airport security measures, specific security zones around stadiums, and potentially even advanced surveillance technologies like facial recognition at entry points. While these measures are implemented for safety, they can also lead to longer queues, increased scrutiny, and a more stressful travel experience for fans. The balance between security and seamless travel is always a delicate one. The unique challenge of crossing land borders between the USA, Canada, and Mexico for non-citizens is also something I am really concerned about. For citizens of these countries, it is relatively straightforward, but for an international fan who might fly into one country and then try to drive or take a train to another, it becomes far more complex. Each border crossing will involve full immigration and customs checks, potentially leading to significant delays and additional scrutiny, especially for those without pre-approved multi-entry visas. It is not just about flying in, it is about moving between the host nations. Customs and immigration processes themselves are likely to be more intense given the scale of the event. We are talking about millions of people entering these countries within a concentrated period, which will undoubtedly strain existing resources. Longer processing times, stricter declarations of goods and currency, and a higher chance of secondary inspections could become the norm. This is not just an inconvenience, it is a potential time sink that could cause fans to miss connections or even matches. Now let us talk about the impact all these potential restrictions could have on the fans themselves, because ultimately they are the heart of the World Cup. The financial burden alone could be substantial. Visa application fees can add up, especially if multiple visas are required. There is also the potential need for specific travel insurance that covers multi-country travel and unforeseen delays. These costs can quickly erode a fan's travel budget, making the dream of attending less accessible. For many, the logistical nightmare for fans planning multi-country itineraries cannot be overstated. Imagine trying to coordinate flights, hotels, and ground transportation across 3 different countries, each with its own set of rules and cultural nuances. Understanding the different visa requirements for each leg of the journey and ensuring all documents are in order for every border crossing will require meticulous planning and a deep understanding of international travel regulations. It is a level of complexity that many casual travelers might not be prepared for. The emotional toll of this uncertainty and potential bureaucracy is also a significant concern for me. The stress of not knowing if your visa will be approved in time, or if you will face unexpected delays at a border, can really dampen the excitement of the trip. The thought of being denied entry after investing so much time, money, and emotion into attending the World Cup is a truly heartbreaking prospect. This anxiety could overshadow the joy of the event for many fans. Ultimately, these restrictions could significantly impact the overall fan experience. The World Cup is meant to be a joyous celebration of football, a carnival atmosphere where fans from all over the globe mingle freely. If people are constantly worried about their travel documents, or stuck in long queues at borders, or feeling overly scrutinized, the festive spirit could be severely diminished. We want fans to be focused on the beautiful game, not on the fear of deportation. But it is not just the fans who will feel the pinch. The host nations and FIFA also have a lot at stake. From an economic perspective, if travel restrictions deter a significant number of international fans, it could lead to substantial lost revenue from tourism. Hotels, restaurants, local businesses, and transportation services all stand to benefit immensely from the World Cup, but only if the fans can actually get there and move around freely. A decline in attendance due to travel hurdles would be a major financial blow. There is also a significant reputational risk for the host nations and FIFA. If the 2026 World Cup becomes known as a logistical nightmare for attendees, a tournament plagued by visa issues and border delays, it could severely damage their international standing. This is an opportunity to showcase North American hospitality and efficiency, but a poorly managed travel situation could lead to widespread negative press and a lasting negative impression. No one wants to be remembered for the wrong reasons. The operational challenges for FIFA and the host nations in coordinating policies across three sovereign nations are immense. Each country has its own government, its own laws, and its own approach to border control. Achieving a harmonized or at least a highly coordinated set of travel policies will require unprecedented levels of diplomatic effort and intergovernmental cooperation. This is not a simple task, it is a diplomatic tightrope walk. And of course, security concerns remain paramount. While hosts want to welcome the world, they also have a responsibility to ensure the safety and security of their citizens and all visitors. Balancing this need for stringent security with the desire for open and easy travel is a constant challenge. It requires sophisticated intelligence sharing, robust security planning, and a clear understanding of potential threats. It is a complex equation with no easy answers. So what are the potential solutions and mitigation strategies that could help alleviate this travel restrictions drama? I think the most crucial step is unprecedented collaboration between FIFA and the host nations' governments. This means working together to streamline visa processes, potentially creating a unified World Cup visa, or at least highly expedited application channels for ticket holders. A dedicated task force focused solely on fan travel logistics would be a huge step forward. Technological solutions could also play a vital role in easing the burden. Imagine digital travel credentials that are pre-approved and linked to your World Cup tickets, allowing for faster processing at borders. Pre-clearance programs where travelers can submit their information in advance and receive conditional approval before even flying could significantly reduce wait times upon arrival. Leveraging technology to make the process more efficient is absolutely essential. Public awareness campaigns are another critical component. FIFA and the host nations need to provide clear, concise, and timely information to fans around the world about what they need to do to travel. This means detailed guides on visa requirements, health protocols, and border crossing procedures, available in multiple languages and disseminated through various channels. No fan should be left guessing about what they need to do. Early and transparent communication is key. And we cannot ignore the need for robust contingency planning. What if a new global health crisis emerges in 2025 or 2026? What if there is a sudden geopolitical shift that impacts travel from certain regions? The host nations and FIFA need to have detailed plans in place to respond to unforeseen circumstances, ensuring flexibility and adaptability. Hoping for the best is not enough, we need to prepare for the worst. The bigger picture here is fascinating. It is a tension between the global nature of events like the World Cup and the inherent sovereignty of nations. On one hand, we want to celebrate global unity and open borders for such a unifying event. On the other hand, every nation has a right and a responsibility to control who enters its territory, for security, economic, and public health reasons. Finding that sweet spot where both can coexist effectively is the ultimate challenge. The evolving nature of international travel in a post-pandemic security-conscious world means that we cannot simply go back to how things were. The lessons learned from past crises will undoubtedly influence how borders are managed for the 2026 World Cup. We are in a new era of travel where preparedness and adaptability are more important than ever. This is not just about football, it is about the future of global mobility. Ultimately, the dream of the World Cup is powerful. It is a shared passion that transcends borders and unites people. Millions of fans will save every penny and overcome every obstacle to be a part of this historic event. But the reality of modern travel with its complexities and restrictions poses a very real threat to that dream. It is up to FIFA and the host nations to ensure that the drama of travel restrictions does not overshadow the magic of the beautiful game. I am optimistic that with careful planning and proactive measures, the 2026 World Cup can still be an incredible success for everyone involved. But it is going to take a monumental effort to get there. We as fans need to be aware of these challenges and prepare accordingly. What are your thoughts on this whole situation? Are you worried about travel restrictions for 2026? Let me know in the comments below. Do not forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel for more World Cup content, and hit that notification bell so you do not miss any updates. Until next time, keep dreaming of those World Cup moments, and hopefully we will all see each other there.